Well, good morning. We are in Bangkok and we're going to enjoy this beautiful city today. I want to talk to you a little bit about how this was not the original plan for me. The idea of traveling this way, the idea of retiring early, that wasn't my original plan. I thought I was going to continue working into my 60s, and I was sort of hoping that I would have some sort of retirement. I did not think that I was going to be able to travel this way. I ended one chapter of my life and I started another. It was not an easy process, and I've done it more than once. I've looked at these and I've talked with my children about how this happened step by step. It's really tough when you are set in a certain way and then you realize this is not working. This isn't working out for me. I need to make a change. And to make a change that big, to actually change your whole structure in life, your job, your finances, your health, starting a new chapter. Well, I just want to talk to you about how step by step I did that and to set up a pathway as to how it can be done. So it's not as confusing and it's not as daunting a task as it might seem. We're also going to get a great bite to eat and we're going to enjoy beautiful Bangkok together. We've got a lot to talk about in this video. Let's go. Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go. The first step in starting a new chapter in my life. First of all, let's talk about a good example. A good example was I was working a job that involved like tactics and things along those lines. Law enforcement, military style work. And I enjoyed it and I was a subject matter expert in it. But I realized a few things about it. One, it wasn't paying enough that I was going to actually make it to retirement. It just didn't. For whatever reason, the job just didn't make enough. Also, it didn't make enough money that I was able to comfortably even live and survive in the state that I was living in. I had to make a big change. And that's not easy to realize because it's something that you put your life into. It's something that you have said, I am going to focus on this and I'm going to become good at it. That's respectable. The first step of starting a new chapter is to actually admit to yourself that the current chapter isn't working. And that's tough. It's not easy because you're kind of saying even to yourself that no matter how hard you worked, how hard you studied, how much you invested, how much you took it serious, it just wasn't working and you need to make a change. Don't beat yourself up. Don't, you're human. You're growing. That's the first step. You have to admit that what you're currently doing is not working for you. There's another part to that first step. You kind of have to let the people that you care about and who care about you know that you're about to go through a big change. Because you're starting a new chapter and they should know what's happening in your life. Otherwise, it could look like your life is falling apart. It's not. You've made a new goal for yourself and you're going to start that pathway towards that goal. Your life is not falling apart. In fact, just the opposite. You're starting a new chapter and trying to fix things that you've identified that aren't working for you. Let your family know. Let your friends know. Let them know that you're positive about it and that this is going to be exciting. You're starting a new chapter. They are part of your life. Let them know what's going on. Let them know what you're getting into. It should be exciting. And yes, it's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking for you. It's stressful. That's good. That's how you know you're growing. If you're starting something that's like, this is going to be a piece of cake, it's probably not going to get you anywhere. Anything that you start that you feel like, I can do this no problem. This is easy. This is going to be a piece of cake for me to change into. It probably won't get you where you're trying to get to. It's going to have to be hard. And let your support structure around you know that you're going to begin it. We're heading to the new hotel. Let's check it out. So we stayed in the Nana City Hotel for 2 nights, and now I'm heading to my next hotel. It cost me about $30 a night in Nana City. Got a scooter going by. Now we're gonna walk, get a little bit of exercise, and head to the next hotel. This next hotel I'll stay in longer. It's $21 a night, so I'll show it to you. But I like to stay at the Nana City Hotel. It's got a good location. I enjoy it. It's a little bit more expensive than I want to spend for like a month, but for a few nights I enjoy it. Okay, let's wander over here and check out this next hotel. Look at here, along the way, I found a little cart here selling some bananas. Can I get some bananas? Right here? Can I get these 3? Those 3, and then some grapes. Oh man, come on. We'll take these over here. Yeah, it looks good. Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks incredible. How much is that? How much?
1 kilo 150 baht.
1 kilo, 150 baht? Okay. That's about 1 kilo, yeah? Okay. Thank you very much, sir. That's nice. Along the way, pick up a little bit of fruit for the next room. The Crown Hotel, also called the S6 Sukhumvit Hotel. You can find this on Expedia. It's $21 a night, and that's for the room that I got. You'll see it's a pretty good size room. That's really the price point that I'm looking at. And again, it's been a little bit higher than what I usually pay for a room because I've been investing for the last 3 years while I've been retired, and I've been able to afford a little bit pricier room. I mean, $21 is not a lot, and it gets you quite a bit of room to stay in. This is like having a condo right here in beautiful Bangkok. I get set up. I like to use real examples to show these different steps. For me, when I made a big change in my mid-40s, there were several things that were going wrong in my life. One, I was broke. I didn't have a job that could pay enough to survive where I was at and would never get me to retirement. Second of all, I wasn't that healthy. I needed to make changes there. And third, I needed to study something that was always of interest of me, IT. It's always something that I found interesting, but I never studied it as a career where I was going to step into a line of work of it. Very different. It was going to be a complete change, a complete new chapter. And I had to be willing to be flexible, adapt. Was not going to be easy. I made it my job. The way that I dressed, how I got up every day, I looked at it like it was my job. I went all in. I went all in on something that I knew had the possibility of changing the issues that I was looking at in my life that weren't working for me. You have to have that plan. That's the second step. You have to set goals for yourself, and you have to have a plan to get there. If you're gonna make a change in your life and enter a new chapter, have an idea where the destination is and what the plan is to get there. Otherwise, and actually this happened to me with a technology certification I was studying. I was studying and studying. It was database management. And after finishing this course, very interesting, learning SQL, I realized that it really wasn't something that was going to help me in networking, which is what I was trying to get into, network engineering. Did I feel bad that I took the course? No, it was actually quite interesting, and it actually involved building a database on the computer and using SQL, the language, to actually extract information. It was cool, but it was a lot of studying that I did that didn't even get me to where I was trying to go. It's okay. That's going to happen. Along the way, you're going to set goals for yourself, and you might even realize that that's not the right pathway. It's all right. You learn from it. You gained something from it. readjust, adapt, be flexible, but by all means, keep moving forward. I love to get out and walk this big city. This is how you find great places. And I also enjoy the smaller back alleys. I'll show you where this place is on a map. Hold on. Here you can see how close it is to the Nana stop. And yeah, this is what you're gonna find when you walk down the back alleys. I had never been here before, just walked in. Let's check it out. Yuna is absolutely one of those cool little spots you're gonna find when you wander down back alleys. A great little Japanese restaurant. They have nights for karaoke. They have an upstairs area that's very traditional where they actually have geishas that will serve large groups, but the floor plan is small, and I love that. That's actually just what I look for. Oh my, thank you. This dish you assemble yourself. There's some amazing rice, very unique grain, some salmon on top, and you put together what you would like on the soup. And next, I'm having them make me a salmon skin roll, one of my favorites. And I loved watching the preparation. They take everything very serious. This is the fun of travel, when you get a chance to see the artistry at work with making a great meal. Thank you so much. Salmon skin roll, oh yes please. Here you assemble everything into the bowl, add the soup. It's absolutely delicious. Make it spicy if you want to. You can put some wasabi in there. This channel is every bit as much a food channel as a travel channel. Some of the freshest wasabi root that I've had, I really enjoy how they take care with the quality of the ingredients. When you go to these smaller operations, it's not like the chef doesn't know you're sitting there. It's just the opposite. They're watching you as you're eating. And in my case, they're like watching me as I'm filming. This is so good. Definitely check out Yuna. It's a small, fantastic Japanese restaurant. The third big step in a new chapter in your life. And this one is exactly what I went through as well. I realized that along the way, I needed to think about me, my well-being. I needed to think about my mental state, and I needed to think about my health. It can be stressful, and you can also say to yourself, I need to do this. This has to happen. If this doesn't happen, it's all gonna fall apart. And that can be really stressful, especially if we're not young anymore. We're so resilient when we're in our 20s. We can get through so much. Now when you're in your 40s and 50s and you're making a new life chapter, setting up a whole new pathway for yourself, it can be stressful. Don't forget about you. Staying healthy and mentally keeping yourself in a state of joy. What does that mean? It means enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy what you're learning and what you're studying. It's not like you're trying to dig a ditch in the rain, okay? You are studying something that's actually going to help you for the rest of your life. You're changing yourself. You're changing your knowledge of a subject. You are going into something that's going to make you more money. You're going into something that's going to build your wealth over time. Find joy in it. Enjoy what you are doing as you're changing this in your life. It's a new chapter. I understand it can be stressful. It's very important because you're doing it because you have to do it. I get that. I've been there. But along the way, remember you. Remember to find enjoyment in what you're doing and spend the time with your family and your friends. Rest, get the sleep, and care for yourself physically. that morning workout, not drinking every afternoon, not pounding the caffeine every morning, just 1 cup of coffee. These things really helped. They really helped me. And I hope they help you. I think a lot of us are looking at making changes in our life. With the rise of artificial intelligence, we're not going to have a choice. A lot of us are going to have to make big changes in our life. All I'm trying to do is offer a step-by-step pathway to get there and to get through that healthy and with results. The end of my day, and I figure I'm going to get myself a nice 2-hour Thai massage. Now this is going to cost about $15 US. That's about 500 baht. And I usually give a 100 baht tip. Now you can find it for 400 baht. And again, I usually do a 100 baht tip. 2 hours deep tissue Thai. This is fantastic for the sciatic nerve and get deep into your tissues. That is just one of my favorite ways to end the day. And I'll do that about once a week. Get a nice 2-hour Thai massage. Bangkok, I absolutely love traveling to visit this amazing city. The food, the culture, everything. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Today, we had a good conversation and we got to see more of this beautiful city of Bangkok. We are enjoying Thailand today, and we're going to continue to see more of Southeast Asia. We're not done. And we also have 2026 coming up, and we're going to continue right through traveling full time. I'm glad you're coming along with. Are you interested in this lifestyle? Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack. If you are, like and subscribe and come along with. If you want to support the channel, I have a book called The Traveler and the Bard, and there is a link in the description. It's the only type of merch that I have. Okay, we've got a lot more to chat about, and I'm enjoying Bangkok so much. We'll talk again soon. Aloha. I was confronted on the mean streets of Bangkok. Oh, here comes another one. The Mad Dog of Bangkok. This one's got his eyes on me. Oh, he says, "Step aside, son." Here at this hotel, the S6 Sukhumvit Hotel. This is the first time that I'm seeing this. I had trouble with the Wi-Fi, and it happens. And sometimes I just have to go ask to get a different room that's closer to the Wi-Fi router, because I use Wi-Fi for everything that I do. So it's a big part of my travels is that I can find some strong Wi-Fi. Well, instead of moving me, they gave me a repeater, which boosts the signal in my room. It's the first time I've seen that since I've been traveling. I think this is something that hotels should offer. This is a very inexpensive piece of hardware, and it really works. There have been times when I thought about traveling with a repeater. That's right, in my backpack. And it would just allow me, whatever room I'm in, to boost the current signal into my room. But it's just nice to see that they had it available. They just handed it to me, and I have some of the strongest Wi-Fi now in my room that I've had all year. How I worked my day. God damn it. Noise pollution in Thailand.